Hey everyone, welcome to Post. My name is Neil. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new, consider hitting the subscribe button. But we're going to talk about Colorado and St. Louis, a series that has a lot of ifs, a lot of question marks, maybe some easy predictions for some people, maybe some kind of difficult predictions. I'm on the difficult side. I'm not really sure actually how to predict this because to me it has a lot of uncertainties, and we're going to talk about those uncertainties. We're going to look at stats between the teams in the season. I've picked some factors for Colorado that they need to pay attention to be successful. Some factors for St. Louis and how they can be successful. So as I break down this series, as I give my prediction at the end, I don't feel confident. I just want to start that off. I just have a bad feeling about this series, and I'm going to be cheering for Colorado, but I just have a weird bad feeling about this series that I'm going to be completely wrong. Whatever I say, I just don't have a good gut feeling about this one. But let's get into the stats and see what's up. So we got wins. Let's start off with wins. Colorado with 39, St. Louis with 27. Over to the losses, Colorado only 13 losses, guys, only 13, and 20 losses for St. Louis. OT 4 versus 9. Goals for. Here's a big discrepancy. Colorado has 197 goals for, which is amazing. St. Louis has 167 as well, which is actually not too bad. That's above league average. Goals against 132, which is excellent for Colorado. 167 for St. Louis. I believe that is above league average as well. Power play, 22.7% for Colorado, so pretty decent, but 23.2% for St. Louis. I was really surprised by this when I saw it. I watched St. Louis. I'd probably say I watched like 30% of the games this year. From what I saw, I never really thought about them being a strong team on the power play, but that's a really good power play percentage. Penalty kill, 83.1 for Colorado, excellent. Only 77.8 for St. Louis, so not great. Points, 82 for Colorado. As you guys know, they dominated this season, had a really good end of the season as well. I think they were on a 5-game winning streak. And St. Louis had 63 points. So on paper, you could argue that this is very predictable, but there are so many other little factors behind this. So let's kind of get into these factors. Colorado factors. The biggest one for me, or the first one I guess I have written down here, maybe not the biggest, is I would like to see Colorado be completely relentless and what I mean by that is offensively, extreme, just overwhelm them to the most extreme ability, just completely dominate the offensive zone, pass it around, tire them out. Take an absolute barrage of shots. St. Louis is a team that knows how to grind through the playoffs and play physical and stuff. So I don't really want to see Colorado play super physical and try and compete with St. Louis's physicality. I don't think they can do that. So I would rather them use their strengths, which is offense, but go beyond that and just shoot from odd angles. Just try and take them off guard and just barrage them, just overwhelm them with offense and just try and tire them out. I would love to see them try that and see how St. Louis handles that. I don't think they would handle it very well because Binnington is good, but he gets frustrated if he gets overworked, or if he lets in a goal, he gets quite frustrated sometimes. So I would like to see them just be completely relentless against Binnington. My second factor here is rely on depth, and Colorado has some awesome depth. They got Donskoy and Compher, Bellemare. Just really look at the experience that you have on your team. And the depth is how you win Stanley Cups, in my opinion. You can't win a Stanley Cup without depth, and Colorado has depth. And I'm not just talking about offensive depth. I'm just talking about, in generally, two really, really good two-way players. Colorado has a lot of really good two-way players, and that is one of their best strengths. My third factor here for Colorado is be responsible. Now, they do have Nazem Kadri, who is known for being a bit of a irresponsible and undisciplined player in the playoffs. He needs to stay on track here. He cannot put Colorado in a position where they're trying to penalty kill all the time because, like I said, St. Louis does have a pretty decent power play. So be responsible. Don't do anything dirty. Just play his game because he's a really, really good player, a very underrated offensive player in the NHL. He just needs to stick to that game and not worry about the mind games and stuff. Just play his game. So that is a big factor. Be disciplined against St. Louis. So segueing over to St. Louis, some of their factors I have written down here are, first one's going to be Binnington for me. Binnington needs to be Binnington from 2019. He can't get frustrated and slap his stick off a post and break it and go to the bench and have a little cry session. He needs to stop all that nonsense. He needs to be calm, but in the zone and good. remember back when he first started going through the playoffs in that season, he'd have an interview and he would just be straight faced. He would give really serious answers. And then I think for some reason he just changed after that playoffs. He started to get really cocky. He started to take little fits on the ice and stuff, kind of like Jonathan Quick used to do a couple of years ago. I don't like seeing that. So I'd like to see Binnington get back to 2009 Binnington, a more serious Binnington, a Binnington that controls his emotions a little bit more. I think St. Louis would have much more success if that was the case. So Binnington needs to be Binnington of 2019. Second factor, bring back the physical game from 2019. One of the best parts about St. Louis from 2019, one of the biggest factors that got them deep into the playoffs was how difficult they were physically, how difficult they were to play against physically is what I was trying to say there. They were hitting everybody and relentlessly, and it was exhausting for the other teams. And other teams tried to keep pace, and Boston did a pretty decent job, and there were some other teams that did a decent job. But at the end of the day, St. Louis just dominated the physicality, the hits in that entire playoff. So I'd like to see them go back to that. Remember some of the toughness that they have. Remember some of the rigidity, and just bring the pain basically, and lay the hammer. So I would love to see some more physical game from the St. Louis Blues, but responsibly. And the third thing here is coaching. So I think this could be the biggest chess match of any series that's going on here. I think St. Louis and their coaching staff really need to consider every single matchup. I think they need to play the matchup game hard here and shut down, McKinnon and all the big guys. I could go on a list of 5 minutes listing all the amazing players on Colorado, but they need to play the matchup game. That's quick and easy. Last factor, quick and easy. Play the matchup game. Be aware of who is on the ice and when, and try and match it. Play that chess game to the best of your abilities. It needs to be elite. Now, my prediction is going to be a little against the stats, a little against most people's predictions. A lot of people predicting Colorado in 4 or Colorado in 5. That could happen. I'm not saying it can't, but I really see this series going deep. I'm saying Colorado's going to win this series in 7 games, but I just don't feel good about that. I don't feel good about that prediction. I wouldn't even feel good about Colorado in 4. I wouldn't feel about St. Louis in 4, St. Louis in 7. I just think I'm going to be wrong with whatever I predict in this series. I just don't have the gut feeling behind this one. I don't have, even logically, I don't know. It's just not working for me. So I'm worried about this series, and I'm going to be wrong. Not that I really care if I'm going to be wrong. I'm wrong 98% of the time, but I don't know. I just don't feel good about it. So anyways, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Who's going to win this series and how many games? We'd love to know your opinions on why as well. So thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys real soon. Adios.